is Saturday, October 5th, 2019. This is Journal 3 of Fall 2019 semester. So this journal is in summary, I guess, about my plans after graduation. So I guess we'll start with the first question. So at this moment, my plans for after graduation are to hopefully continue my education, but in a aspect of kind of channeling my interest in physical therapy and going to a doctor of physical therapy school. So I've applied to a couple schools thus far, and I guess just waiting to hear back if I get an interview. So the next part is, how did I come to know that that's what I wanted to do? So I guess this kind of comes from multiple occasions, because I started showing an interest with rehab, I guess, my second semester in the program, so my sophomore year, the end of my sophomore year. Particularly because as I was on the sports team, I saw a lot of knee injuries, and I was seeing the progression through rehab, and just started, I guess, paying more attention. And then after that, I took a therapeutic rehabilitation class, and that fully revolved around, the science of rehab, and that involved some observation hours. Not a lot of observation hours, but I guess after my first experience observing, I chose to go over the expected hours, just because I felt like I was learning so much by watching how rehab can work and how it does work. And then now to, I guess, this year, after doing my own rehab project last year, I got to go through the process basically by myself, with trying to see that progress. And I saw a lot of adversity with that, just because of patient issues, not with me, but with other things related to the college and stuff like that. But I was still seeing some sort of progression in, the strength and things like that, which is what I want. I just wanted to see a progression, even though we had had a lot of problems throughout the semester. And then in the summer, I chose to shadow once again the same PT, but I was in the same office with the same physical therapist, but I was shadowing under everyone, and I was just helping out, and I was a volunteer there, and I was able to administrate rehabs with all kinds of patients. They were mostly outpatient, just because that was the setting that I was in. I saw a couple acute, but the outpatient setting is something that I'm really interested in, and I felt like I could have done it over the summer, and I could have done it infinitely, keep getting hours and things like that, but my schedule didn't allow it because school had started up once again. So now we are where we are today, which actually on Tuesday last Tuesday, October 1st was when I sent in my applications for the schools that I'm interested in. So that's what I'm currently doing to prepare for that transition. Um, I'm also still going to pursue athletic training in the fact that I'm going to take my certification, my BOC test, and I'm always going to value, that aspect of rehab and that aspect of athletic training that introduced me to rehab, because there's a big part of athletic training that involves rehabilitation, but I guess not enough for what I want. Um, I would like to keep my certification, forever, and that's what I plan to do if I can, and maybe specialize in a certain setting. I could specialize in just geriatric, or I could specialize in sports. So my options are pretty open for that. But I guess the future is scary. Um, so I guess at this moment today, I'm just waiting until I hear back from schools and see if I got in, and then go from there about transitioning and moving and starting school all over again. I really think that athletic training has been, or I know it has been beneficial to me, but I think that it's going to continue to be beneficial to me, throughout the process of becoming a physical therapist, because I feel like I have a really good grasp on how the body works, and um, just the principles behind, the healing process and all the phases. So I think that I'm set up in a good place to where I'm prepared. Um, so yeah. So those are my plans for after graduation, which seems far away, but I know that it really isn't. Um, so I guess that's the end of Journal 3.